How do you build a plane crashed secret home for a secret mermaid in The Sims 4? Well, sit back and let me show you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Justamomthatsims. I'm KT, and I'm here today for a speed build. This is for our 90-day Fiancé Sims 4 Edition series. Now, my usual disclosure, because this is a speed build, I do not edit my voiceover. I do not edit it at all, so please forgive any umming, coughing, any of those sounds. And forgive my slow Southern United States drawl. So anyway, what we are doing here, we are in season 4 of our 90-day Fiancé series for The Sims 4, and it is starring Marina Sedna. She is a secret mermaid because we are living in an alternate sim universe where occults are being tracked and captured. They are being tested on in medical facilities. They are being just held captive. And what we are doing is Ashir, who is Marina's fiance, he actually works for the Sim Bureau of Investigation. Yes, the catch was Marina did not know he worked for the SBI, and Ashir did not know Marina was a secret mermaid. But they have fallen in love, and Marina has just had their first child together. She also has her little brother, Bay Sedna, who she liberated from a SBI or Sim government facility. You can go back and check that out. It was a cinematic episode, but we are here today because Ashir's co-workers came and showed up at his house in the last episode, which was also cinematic. He decided in that moment, because they came to capture Marina, that he was going to get his family and save his family. In the meantime, Marina was prepared to run after she revealed herself to be a mermaid and didn't get a satisfactory reaction from Ashir, but he showed up and he told her, let's go. And he knew of a place where they could live safely, at least for a while. And he had a contact with some help that could get them there. So this is the hidden place. It is in Tartosa. He also told Marina it would be near the water, and she couldn't believe it because if you've been watching the series, Marina has been very sad because she cannot live by the ocean, and it is just not sitting well with her. She had a little tiny pool hidden under her tiny cabin, but she needs that connection. And for her little brother, Bay, and now her own son, Wade, she wants them to have that connection to the water so that they can have merbaby traits that she fears that her brother is losing because he's a toddler. So what I'm doing here is basically laying out a shipwreck, and I'm putting a lot of palm trees and palm bushes, big palm trees, leaning ones. I want it to be like a jungle. Now underneath, I'm going for that old school Sims 1 square house. It is one of my favorite things to build. It is functional. It can be really cute. But one thing I am going to do is put a lot of lighting down here because, of course, we could put windows, but we won't because it's pointless because we're underground. But I wanted to have a lot of artificial light so that they don't feel closed in. I am wanting to make it spacious, but not huge. So this is a really nice size house without going overboard. Now I'm trying to lay out my rooms. This is going to be the master bedroom. Right next to the master bedroom is going to be the children's room. I've decided for now that the boys will share a room, Bay and Wade. We're going to have one bathroom. Next to the bathroom, this is going to be an office space. And then I'm going to put, I want to say a workout room, but it's really not. I am going to put one piece of workout equipment in here, and the room is going to be easy, and that's the one on the other side of the stairs. But I think later, if the boys need more space, I can easily convert that into another bedroom. And right next to that not a workout room will be the living room. I put a little wall, a half wall divider here because this is going to be the kitchen that's right across from the bathroom. And then I'm looking at the layout. I have a little nook beside the master bedroom. I can put Thimble's old I don't know, habitat. It's called a habitat there. And we could get another gerbil or something one day and put there. But either way, I'm just going to put that there, and that is space that can be utilized later. Now, I'm going to put some decorations up. Normally, I do a speed build and I come back with full furniture layout, but I think everything's done, so I am gonna go ahead and put the furniture in this speed build. I'll pause at some point and put just a few decorations. But another thing about me, I'm not big on a lot of decorations, even though I love to see other simmers do it. And when I download houses from the gallery, I like to do it, but I think some of my real life stuff flows over to the Sims. I'm a minimalist in real life, and so that is kind of difficult for me to over decorate, even though I think it's beautiful when it happens. But I am gonna put a few paintings on the wall, definitely on the children's wall. I'm gonna put some things. Now I have some furniture that I did keep in storage. Some things were important to the storytelling. Marina has a blue, very elaborate chest. That is something that she bought from her mermaid world. It was her parents before hers and theirs, so it's been passed down through the generations. So we're definitely going to put that chest in the living room. I want a couch that looks comfortable, but I want some color going. So I'm going to use the one sofa, and this little seat is modded. And I'm going to put a rocking chair because I love a rocking chair. And so I'm going to put that in almost every home. And I think this makes the color flow match. I'm going to put a Shears old wall TV up because we still have that. It's one of the few things we kept from his house, and the computer that's already laid out. Of course, we have Marina's goldfish you can see on the desk. And I think it's coming along pretty well so far. This always takes me a longer time to just kind of lay out a house well. If you notice, one big thing is I have bright colors on the walls, and that's intentional because in addition to lighting, and this is something that I have a little knowledge about, but what can really help lights feel brighter is if you paint your walls bright colors. And no, I am not trying to match all the walls in the house, but I am trying to go with kind of ocean themed, if you could kind of see. So I'm going with blues and greens, and the yellow is for sunshine because Ashir does not want Marina to feel out of place. He doesn't want her to feel cooped up, and he doesn't want the kids to feel that way. Ashir has been working really hard to get to know Marina's little brother, Bay. And he's got more questions now because she told him this story, and other stuff was just omission. So he assumed some things about her parents. But now that she's revealed that she's a mermaid, and his hand has kind of been forced, but it forced him to go ahead and make that hard decision that, hey, I'm going to fight for my family. This job is not as important as fighting for my family. As we move forward in this 90-day season, you're going to see them have conversations and make some choices. You will see more cinematic episodes in this series or this season because, for one, Marina has to tell Ashir about her parents being captured, and that is how Bay was captured. So she's got to tell him that real backstory. Her being a mermaid is just the start. Her best friend is a mermaid. She had a meeting of the mermaids a couple of episodes ago, so they're out there, and she's gonna have to decide how much she's gonna trust him. On the other hand, Ashir has to decide because if his job came, it was a work rival that showed up. So is this something just they know, or did they report this to his his administration? Because if not, it may be smart for Ashir to keep the job and try to find other hidden occults that he can liberate, because he was never on board too much with capturing them, but some things he just purposely overlooked so that he could keep working his job. He wanted to be promoted. He wanted these things, but now he's had to face some harsh realities. And if your family is a cult, what are you going to do to right wrongs that the Sim government has done? It's a moral dilemma, right? So we're going to dive into that. You can see this kitchen. I love a big sprawling kitchen because I like that in real life. I like to cook. I love to cook. I don't want to do it every day, but when I do, I love to, and I love space. And so sometimes I build my dream kitchens, which is just lots of counter space in The Sims. I was thinking about this espresso machine, but I actually think I might put, a kettle here because that may be more useful to them. And I think I'm functioning because Marina had been on her own so long. We are going to be getting ready to wrap up this part soon, and shortly we will jump over to the walkthrough of the house coming up down from the top. And I wanted to make sure that it stayed night in the game because I think the plane wreck at night is more striking. It really shows. It looks like the plane crashed into a mini jungle, and it works to keep it hidden. I did build a little small box shaped room and put green around it when you come in from the outside because that green blends with the plane. So I really wanted to look like, hey, this is just an old plane. Nothing is in here. I want it to be well hidden. So this is the view from the outside, and you can see, I may even put more trees in later, but you can see that it looks pretty well hidden. And I do have the roof on there, but I don't have it up. I did do the ceiling colors that I rarely do, but if you look around, you can just see that I put a couple paintings up. Everything is leaf, and you got the glyphs on the wall. That's from San Salvador, representing water and sun. I put the picture frame up here because I plan to put them some family pictures up. Marina doesn't have any because she hasn't wanted to settle in. I decided to do this little military training exercise thing because it's a good workout and it's just the cheapest pieces of equipment. You can see the kitchen. It's a little more stuff in here, and I will probably flesh it out. And I did put a children's modded kitchen so that Bay can play with it now, and he'll be able to play with it as a child and cook real snacks and food on it for himself. And you can see I have seating for 3 at the bar. Now on to our little office space. This is everything that's in the office. You see we've got Marina's underwater pictures that she did have, and the computer. And I always like to show my little bathrooms, but I like that blue door picture for some reason. It just went with the aesthetic. Here's the kids room. You can see we got butterflies. I just wanted to kind of stick with outdoor things, and you even got the little light here. So as we head to the master bedroom, I hope you're enjoying this series. Please join me for next episode. And until next time, remember, keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye bye.